You know what it is. Shooter, gang, stain, gang, shooter, gang, strong. Shooter, gang, stain, gang, shooter, gang, strong. Shooters and shootettes, man. I'm back with y'all with another reaction, man. Today we'll do something a little different. You feel me? Today we're gonna do something a little different with Shooter Gang. We surfing the rap, so we'll go through a couple of videos, you know what I'm saying, and react to them. Live. Surfing the web reaction with KT. Your favorite underrated reactor. I ran across this. I'm like, man, let me show my gang. You feel me? I gotta show the gang.
Hunt for this man. He was an inmate at Rikers, a man you're going to see in a moment. He was released by accident by the Department of Correction. He was waiting to stand trial in a murder case just 3 years ago. News 4's Chris Glorioso is live in Brooklyn with the big question here. Chris, how did he get out?
Well, he was released on a clerical error, and now police believe they've got a dangerous man on the run.
Do y'all understand what's going on right now? Do y'all hear what's going on? A nigga, you feel me? He was facing a murder charge, and they let him out on mistake. Now, if that was me, that ain't nothing but God. You feel me? That ain't nothing but God. Hey, my word of advice, man, get the fuck up out of here, my nigga. Go back to Africa, but go back to the motherland, my brother, if you black or wherever you from.
And that's partly because he's accused of a violent crime. 3 years ago, Christopher Buggs is accused of shooting a man dead on this very sidewalk in front of that.
You see that lady yet? 3 years ago, he dropped shit right there. Allegedly, you feel me? He innocent to proven guilty. But you know what the Scott report say. Shooters gonna shoot.
That deli behind me. The widow of that man is now nervous and afraid, and the mayor is frustrated.
How y'all let this nigga go, though? That's y'all dumbass fault.
This was colossal. The NYPD now asking for your help in locating Christopher Buggs, a murderer.
I ain't helping shit.
To leave Rikers Island because of a paperwork error.
Yes, this is a great, great, big mistake.
Isaac Mickens is a friend and...
You know what I just thought about? He been facing this shit for I don't know how many long. He know who snitched on him. He knew who's gonna take the stand on this nigga. This nigga knows it all. Imagine, boom, you get locked up for killing somebody. You figure out your man's or the nosy lady down the street that you never liked. Well, not nosy lady, but a nosy little nigga snitched on you. When you get out, listen, it's nothing but God, man. You gotta let that be. You feel me? You gotta get the fuck up out of here, man. ASAP. You gotta go. Fuck all that. Don't go back. My nigga, what's this in New York? My nigga, you should be in New Mexico by tomorrow. If you don't, you a dummy.
Advocate for the widow of the man Buggs allegedly shot to death outside this Bed-Stuy deli in 2018. Buggs was awaiting trial in that murder case, but it appears Rikers Island corrections staff released him on an unrelated contempt of court finding, not realizing he should still be locked up on that murder case.
But if he's out, ain't no telling where he's at, what's on his mind.
A spokesman for the City Corrections Department...
Nigga, they ain't got... What are you talking about? This nigga not even the daddy or nothing. He just a friend. He ain't thinking about you, nigga. The nigga ain't coming for your old ass, man. You just want some TV time, man. You know he just wanted some TV time. Some of you don't know this man. So he coming for you. That nigga don't even know you.
Declined to...
Unless you the nigga who snitched. Plot twist.
Elaborate on the mix-up, saying, "We are aware of this incident and a full investigation into how this happened is underway. Right now, we're working with our law enforcement partners to return
free my nigga to free my nigga to his backwards.
Right now, we're going to put additional safeguards.
My nigga free out here.
Never happens again. That's very frustrating.
The mayor said he's confident Buggs will be reapprehended soon. In the meantime, take a look at this picture. In it, he has a scar on his face and a $sign tattoo on his neck.
Well, right now, it's more or less like a cat and mouse game. We're just waiting. I'm waiting for them to catch.
Man, my nigga free, you feel me? Let him be. Y'all fucked up. Man. Don't get mad at him because y'all fucked up. It ain't his fault. What's next? What y'all want to see next? God. This nigga sentenced to death.
This process was a qualitative process and not a quantitative one. Understanding that process, this court then assigned an appropriate weight to each aggravating factor and determined they are singularly and in combination with each other more than sufficient to justify a sentence of
Bro, this nigga you could tell he's studying, bro. This nigga facing death, my nigga. He just waiting on them words. Can you live or not?
death as to each count of first-degree murder in this case. Having determined that the proven aggravating factors are sufficient, the court then undertook the weighing of the proven aggravating factors against the established mitigating circumstances. The court finds that as to each count of first-degree murder considered separately, the proven aggravating factors overwhelm the established mitigating circumstances. Moreover, this court recognizes it must give great weight to the jury's recommendation of death. This court wholly agrees with the jury's unanimous recommendation based on an independent review and assessment of the aggravating factors and mitigating circumstances presented. This court finds the aggravating factors.
Dog, what is you about to say? This bitch taking all day, my nigga. It don't take 4 minutes to say is you sentencing a nigga to death or not.
Heavily outweigh the mitigating circumstances, and that death is the proper penalty for the first-degree premeditated murder of Kalada Crowell and for the first-degree premeditated murder of Kira England. The court further finds that it would impose these sentences irrespective of whether one or more of the aggravator factors were found not to have been proven or sufficient. Marlon Maurice, Florida Department of Corrections at the Florida State Prison. You shall be confined there until a date certain selected by the governor of the state of Florida, and on that date you shall be executed in a method provided by Florida law. You shall receive credit for 1,053 days. As to count 2, for the first-degree murder of Kira England.
Bro, this nigga didn't even flinch, my nigga. This nigga just sitting there. He's so shocked. Look at him. He's so shocked. He ain't even moving. The nigga shocked. All right, look. All he doing is blinking.
Marlon Maurice Joseph shall be delivered.
All he doing is blinking.
Of the Florida Department of Corrections.
It's like he's stuck.
Florida State Prison. You shall be confined there until a date certain selected by the governor of the state of Florida, and on that date you shall be executed in a method provided by Florida law. The sentence for count 2.
Look at Buddy right here. He like, damn. Watch this, watch this. Look at Buddy. Look at Buddy. Buddy like, man.
A method provided by Florida law.
That nigga like, damn, this nigga they about to kill this nigga. And the thing about this is I don't understand is, you punish somebody for murder by murder. That doesn't even make sense to me. It never did. You feel what I'm saying?
Count 2 shall run consecutively to the sentence pronounced for count 1, and therefore there is no credit for time served on count 2. As to count 3, for being a felon in actual possession of a firearm, Marlon Maurice Joseph shall be sentenced to a term of 15 years imprisonment in the Department of Corrections with a 3-year mandatory minimum sentence. The sentence for count 3 shall run consecutively to the sentences pronounced in counts 1 and 2. Therefore, there is no jail credit to be awarded on count 3. These sentences shall not only run.
Look at Buddy. Buddy ready to shoot that nigga, bro. That's all I've been looking at the whole time, bro. My bad if I ain't been focused on the camera. The first nigga got his hand on the strap, just ready. If he flinch wrong, he gonna pop that nigga, bro. Look at Buddy right here. Look at my man right here, man. He ready to shoot this nigga.
Consecutively to each other, but also to the sentence pronounced in case number 2014.
All right, man. Let's see what else to watch, man. I don't even want to watch that. That shit making me mad. What else y'all want to see? Let's get it popping, man.
First off, I just want to say sorry to the family of the victim. I wish the situation would have played out like that. I never thought that my choices and decisions would have affected so many people. No mother deserves to bury her son, and no mother deserves to see her son changed. My bad choice led to a lose-lose situation for me, my family, and the family of the victim. I understand if Paul's mom won't get to hug her son again, I won't be able to hug mine for a while, and my mom won't be able to hug me for a while, so it's a sad situation. But in favor of my grandparents and my parents, I just want to be known that, my family didn't raise me to be a bad person, or that I'm not even that type of person. The lifestyle that I chose to live put me in a situation that was just played out negatively. I was 16 at the time of the incident. I was young, angry, full of pride, caught in the streets, and in the middle of gangs and all type of other stuff. And I felt like, that was the best choice for me to make. But today, I don't think that was the best choice. I only thought of me and not other people.
If you look at everybody in the room. Look at this nigga sitting. Nobody feel what he's saying. Nobody cares or feel where he coming from. You know what I'm saying? These people don't care. Look at everybody in the room. It's just another day in the office. It's another day in the office.
There are other ways to resolve the situation, but I take the full responsibility for my actions and I'm ready to face the consequences. I want to use my time to make me a better person and not let my time bring me down. It's just the only question I have is, if I was the one dead, would I still be viewed as such a bad person? Will my family get sympathy or justice? I always think about what about the mother of Keon? It's been 4 years. She hasn't got justice or peace of mind because the killer of her son still walks free. The situation on July 12th could easily have my mother in the same situation. So just to my brother, Jamar, and everybody, everybody around my age and other people that I be with, the life that we was living, being in gangs and all that other stuff, it ain't worth 16 years or death, because eventually you be put in a situation and there's severe consequences that come with that. But to my family, I just want to say, don't cry, this isn't a funeral. My life is far from over. They can lock my body, but they can't lock my mind.
Hey, I want to commend him though, man. You can tell he a strong dude, man. He know he fucked up. You know what I'm saying? He taking it on the chin. These people, man.
It's going to be a long tunnel I have to walk through, but I always stay focused at the light at the end and always keep smiling on my face. Like always.
He seems so smart.
I love y'all and I'm going to miss y'all a lot. To my brothers and sisters, I love y'all. Just always remember me. To my mom, to Sincere, I apologize for all what y'all do. Sincere, I love you and TJ forever. Y'all my family, y'all motivated me to keep me focused on getting through this situation. I'm going to miss y'all every day.
Ain't no second. You know what I'm saying? They know in the court system, man, they don't get no forgiveness, man. Ain't no second chance. They say it is, but it ain't.
In less than 24 hours, a 34-year-old Eastside man is scheduled to be executed.
Christopher Young admits he was drunk and high when he went into a convenience store and robbed and murdered the owner 14 years ago.
The Night Team's Devin Clark went to Livingston recently and spoke to Young, who says though his time on Earth may be running out, he hopes what he's done while on death row will live on through others forever.
There's times where I can actually...
Bro, I never understood that. That shit does not make sense to me. You punish a nigga that killed somebody by killing them. So does the person who killed the person get killed too? It don't make sense, bro. It don't make sense. You punish somebody from killing somebody by killing somebody. Y'all ain't gonna never understand what I'm saying.
Like, just be sitting there, maybe typing a letter and feel the needles in my veins.
If you were to ask the 6-year-old...
If that's the case, how much the government...
Christopher Young, what he'd be doing with his life at the age of 34.
I just found out before I came out here that the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals had denied my case.
Being a death row inmate scheduled to die by lethal injection would have never come to mind.
I'm considered a nerd. I played 4 instruments. Played violin, viola, the bass, the cello.
But the Eastside native says after his father died, he began a life of drugs, alcohol abuse, and gang violence.
I embraced the roughness, looking for a name for myself.
And on November 21st, 2004, Young made a regretful decision, which he says began as an...
Like, think about to die tomorrow. Like, what is going through your mind, nigga? You about to die tomorrow. Today's your last day. You know how crazy, like...
attempt to confront Hushmukh Patel, a 55-year-old convenience store owner, about an alleged argument Patel had with Young's girlfriend.
But because of me being drunk, and it just turned into a robbery. And so I didn't mean, I wasn't even trying to kill an individual. I wasn't trying to kill Hash that day. And it just happened.
He's often visited by family, including his aunt who brings kids from her church. Young uses the opportunity to mentor them.
Until I'm gone, this is going to be done. That's why I have the hope.
Hope they won't follow in his footsteps.
It's all psychological. They got to really feel comfortable in themselves. You got to help them get rid of their insecurities. You got to help them get rid of their complexes. You got to help them get rid of their materialism.
He says he hopes that his message of positivity resonates, but most of all, he wants lawmakers to understand the factors that contribute to youth ending up in situations like his.
The East Side shouldn't be like it is.
Man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Things you see on the internet, man.
A man on trial for gang violence was reportedly shot by a U.S. Marshal at a Utah courthouse Monday morning. And breaking the news, the Associated Press now reports he's been pronounced dead. Officials say the recently opened Salt Lake City...
I bet he's not getting sentenced to death. I can bet you he's not getting sentenced to death or no jail time.
The courthouse was on lockdown after the defendant, 25-year-old Sayal Angalau, lunged at and attempted to stab a witness on the stand with a pen 1 hour into trial. An FBI official...
Oh, shit. Hey, buddy tried to stab somebody with a pen, a witness, though. That nigga said, you going out with me. That's some movie type shit.
Says the marshal shot Angalau in the chest multiple times. Angalau was reportedly breathing when taken to the hospital, but news of his death was confirmed around 2:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Angalau, an alleged member of the Tongan Crip gang, was being tried for gang-related racketeering and violent crimes, including shooting 2 U.S. Marshals in 2007.
Bro, that nigga like he played no... Bro, that nigga's a monster. Did you hear this nigga charges? Hold on. Hold the fuck up. Did you hear this nigga charges? Oh, I'm tripping.
Shooting 2 U.S. Marshals in 2007. He was in violent crimes, including shooting 2 U.S. Marshals in 2007. 2:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Angalau, an alleged member of the Tongan Crip gang, was being tried for gang-related racketeering and violent crimes, including shooting 2 U.S. Marshals in 2007.
Nigga shot 2 cops, my nigga.
He was also accused in a string of robberies and assaults of local store clerks. Deseret News reports he's been in prison since 2007 for violating his probation. He was then convicted in 2008 for obstructing justice and failure to stop at the command of an officer, but was recently released in the custody of U.S. Marshals pending his current trial. Police say he was the last of several alleged members of the gang to stand trial. 7 others were...
He knew he was getting life. That nigga said, fuck it. You feel me? He going out like that. And that's how some niggas think, though. That's some niggas' real mindset. Like, if I'm going out, I'm going to go out like, you feel me, the animal. They go try to lock me up like an animal, I'm going to go out like an animal.
Convicted in 2011 for crimes including robberies and assaults. According to the Salt Lake Tribune, federal prosecutors say the gang committed robberies, assaults.
I'm tired of that nigga voice already.
Overnight, a 13-year-old boy is now back behind bars this morning. This is 24 hours after he was on the run. Jericho is accused of murdering 2 people in Robeson County, then escaping from deputies.
We just got some new video in overnight of him walking into jail, and our Gina Esposito is in studio now with these.
What the fuck is this little boy parents? 13 years old? Fuck, I was doing at 13 years old. I mean, yeah, 13 is around it.
New developments, Gina.
Yeah, this is the new video. 13-year-old Jericho being brought back to jail in Fayetteville last night. Jericho is accused in 2 murders and has been on the run for nearly 2 days after he escaped custody. Officials say Jericho escaped on Tuesday. This is video.
Look at that nigga lips, bro. That nigga shit purple was... Hold on.
He escaped custody.
That nigga, why his lips so purple? He's only 13. But that nigga like he been smoking since... Look at this nigga lips, man.
Officials say Jericho escaped on Tuesday. This is video of law enforcement agencies searching for him in Lumberton. During that time, Jericho's uncle, Wayne Lambert, says the boy was walking around the railroad tracks and spent the night in the woods. On Wednesday, he says Jericho showed up at his house, still wearing his leg shackles. Lambert says he let the boy take a shower and gave him something to eat. Then he called the U.S. Marshals. He says he had a tough conversation with his nephew. something to eat. Then he called the U.S. Marshals. He says he had a tough conversation, leg shackles. Lambert says he let the boy take a shower and gave him something to eat. Then he called the U.S. Marshals. He says he had a tough conversation with his nephew before those officers arrived.
When I seen him, I said, baby, you know what we got to do? He said, Daddy, I don't want to go back. I said, I know you don't, baby, and Daddy don't want to carry you back, but you're going to have to go. I said, do you understand me? He said, yes, sir.
Jericho and another person are accused of killing two brothers over drugs in Lumberton. We're asking if they'll face more charges for escaping custody. John.
As the search continues for a 21-year-old woman accused of killing a man at his lock and
the fuck?
Terra apartment, we are learning more about the suspect's lengthy criminal history.
Y'all know who Mystique is? Off of X-Men?
And it turns out Sasha Scar, a San Antonio native, was recently involved in another homicide in Austin. Devin Clark lays out a timeline of events tied to the murder suspect.
She was once an aspiring music artist, but within the past few years, Sasha Scar has become more popular for other reasons. Travis County records show that back in 2019, Scar was indicted on charges of aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon. Investigators say that she and her boyfriend set up a meeting to allegedly rob a drug dealer, but it ended in an exchange of gunfire that left the drug dealer wounded and her boyfriend dead. Court documents state that Scar left to Converse, where she was caught and...
Damn. Imagine if a girl go on a lick with her nigga end up dying. She loses it.
Taken into custody by the Lone Star Fugitive Task Force in December of 2019. In January of 2020, it appears Scar posted a surety bond, which is a promise to pay. This after signing a form stating that she was indigent. That case is still pending. Now, last month, Scar appeared in a web show promoting her music career. But a few weeks later, she'd be tangled in another murder case. On Tuesday, San Antonio rapper Martel DeRuin, also known as Cardone, was found shot to death in his La Cantera apartment home. It's unclear his relationship with Scar, but police believe she is the one who pulled the trigger.
And right now, there is an active murder warrant out for Scar.
Every time, no matter who she around, just death. Shit, she don't play that shit. Y'all ever thinking it's just niggas out here? Scar, Mufasa.
Scar's arrest, and today, San Antonio police told me that they do believe, wherever she is, that she is armed and possibly dangerous. So if you have any information on where Scar is right now, you're asked to call the San Antonio Police Department's homicide unit. The number for that, 210-207-7635. Reporting outside of Public Safety Headquarters, Devin Clark, KSAT 12 News.
She dropped shit, no mop stick, you feel me? And hope y'all enjoyed it, you feel me? Probably do this more. We just go through the net and just react to shit. Feel me? Today I just happen to go through news clips. Tomorrow you never know. You feel me? Make sure you like this video. Shoot the gang stand gang.